Hey everyone, and welcome back for another episode of the Save File Residence Overview. And this episode is the first one of Oasis Springs, and we are going to do the residence in Parched Prospect. So let's just get into it, and we are going to start with the Garcia household. When Gretchen learned she could never have children, she was devastated. All she ever wanted was to be a mom. After years of mourning the children she'd never have, she applied to be a foster parent. Her newest foster kids are a brother and sister, Micah and Michaela. Micah is a geeky genius who loves all things computer related. Michaela is a rambunctious scamp who enjoys playing outside. Gretchen is awaiting her newest arrival, Layla Alvarez. And this is the Garcia House. And I think I'm going to give you a little bit of a peek at the Garcia House. I'm not going to go through every single room because that would take way too long, but here is the first floor, and then upstairs you have bedrooms. Anyway, so let's go to Gretchen first. And this is Gretchen, and of course she's watching TV. We'll start with her aspirations. She wants to be a super parent. As the description said, she cannot have children. So she has made it her life's mission to be a foster parent. She maybe wants to adopt one of the kids one day, or both, all of them. But for now, she's just happy just providing those children homes. She works as a head caterer in the culinary career in the chef's branch. For her skills, she is level 5 in gourmet cooking and parenting, and level 10 in cooking. For her traits, she is a foodie, family-oriented, and good, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes Latin pop and retro music, and she dislikes Americana. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and cooking and dislikes pipe organ. Her favorite colors are yellow and blue, and she dislikes brown, which ironically she's in brown house. But I decorated and made this house before we got the likes and dislikes stuff, so I just haven't updated the houses to match their favorite colors. But anyway, for sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and family motivated sims, and she dislikes ambitionless sims. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing interests and affection, and she dislikes malicious interactions. And for her clubs, she is not part of any clubs. This is Micah. His aspiration is to be a computer whiz. He's a C student in high school, and he doesn't have any skills. His traits are genius and geek and quick learner. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes robotics and video gaming, and he dislikes fitness. For music, he likes alternative and electronica, and he dislikes lullabies. His favorite colors are black and green, and he dislikes white. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and homebody sims, and he dislikes emotional decision makers. And for conversation topics, he likes discussing hobbies and deep thoughts, and he dislikes pranks. And he is part of the study club, which they just get together and study. And he is also part of the junior gamers. And that is all for Micah. Now we will move to his little sister, Michaela. And this is Michaela. She's a rambunctious scamp. She's just full of energy. She is a C student in grade school, and she is also a llama scout. For her skills, she is level 1 motor. Her trait is active. And for likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes skiing and dislikes violin. For music, she likes kids radio, and she dislikes classical. Her favorite color is purple, and she dislikes red. For sim characteristics, she likes high energy sims and dislikes homebody sims. And for conversation topics, she likes silly behavior and dislikes complaints. And she is part of the Oasis Spring Scouts, and that is all. And next up is Layla Alvarez. Now, in the next episode of Oasis Springs, you will meet Layla's mother. Layla is a new intake for Gretchen. Layla's mom hasn't really been a mom. She still wants to go out and party and stuff, because she had Layla really, really young. So she kind of just put Layla on the back burner. I won't say she completely neglected her, but right now she is temporarily placed with the foster family with Gretchen until her mother gets her stuff together. And I have actually played these Layla's story out, and in my game, whenever I played Layla's story out a few years ago, actually Lola, she went to college, she got her degree. I can't remember what it was in. I think it might have been in law. I think she got a law degree. She met someone and fell in love, and she got Layla back. Everything was good. They moved to Del Sol Valley. Everything was great. And then, eventually I abandoned the save because sometimes whenever I play, there's an end goal. And once I reach that end goal, because I don't plan on playing generation after generation after generation of every single sim that I play. I play until I resolve their story, and then it's done. I saw her story as being resolved, and Layla had a really great life as she got older, and this all happened before she became a teen, so it was very short-lived. But anyway, so this is Layla, and for her skills, she has level 1 movement, and it looks like she's just now gaining that one. She has the angelic trait, and that is the Garcia foster family. Next up is the Tipton family. Tony met Jody at a widower's support group, and he was immediately smitten. After several dates and lots of time for the kids to mourn their mother, he introduced Jody to Anthony and Samantha. They got along great, and Jody was supportive of their feelings. Now they're all happy and living in Oasis Springs. And this is the Tipton House, and we will go over the house real quick. I'll show you what the house looks like. Here is the first floor, the living room, dining room, laundry room, bathroom, and kitchen. And this is Tony's and Jody's room, Samantha's room, and Anthony's room. Okay, and this is Tony, and he has the successful lineage aspiration. He works as a regional manager in the business career, level 5. For his skills, he is level 5 in charisma and logic, and level 10 in parenting. And his traits are family-oriented, ambitious, geek. He has the quick learner aspiration trait, but I don't know if he's actually, no, he didn't complete it, or else he would have had a 6th trait. And he has the domestic family aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes programming and rocket science, and he dislikes dancing. For music, he likes world music and easy listening music, and he dislikes pop. Conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and affection, and dislikes gossip. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and family motivated sims, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite colors are black and brown, and he dislikes yellow. And he is the leader of the Grieving Spouses Club. We talked about them in the first and second videos for Willow Creek, because Rick and Vanessa are both parts of this club. Tony met Jody. They had both been married before, but they lost their spouses. I've never really actually went into detail of how they did. They were both widowed, and so they ended up meeting in a support group for grieving spouses, and ended up falling in love and staying together, and coming together and getting married eventually. So they decided to start their own club to help others whenever they moved to Oasis Springs. Next up is Jody. She wants to be a super parent, and she has actually done pretty well. She works as a freelance writer. She doesn't have any gigs right now. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma, level 5 in logic and parenting, and she's level 10 in cooking. For her traits, she is neat, family-oriented, bookworm, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. And for likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes research and debate and writing, and she dislikes acting. For music, she likes classical and Latin music and dislikes tween pop. For conversation topics, she likes stories and affection, and she dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, she likes cerebral sims and homebody sims, and she dislikes egotistical sims. And her favorite colors are blue and brown, and she dislikes yellow. Okay, next up is Anthony. And he's at the computer, so I'm just gonna have to turn him around here. He's got a goofy look on his face. But anyway, Anthony wants to be the friend of the world. He just wants to make as many friends as possible. He just wants to be popular. He is a C student in high school, and he also is a llama scout. For his skills, he's level 1 in fitness and charisma. For his traits, he is active, a geek, and gregarious. So he's kind of both. He likes playing video games, but he also likes shooting basketball or exercising. He's not one thing or the other. He's not a stereotypical jock, but he's also not a stereotypical geek or whatever. But anyway, for likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes fitness and video games. And for dislikes, he likes bowling, and he dislikes bowling. For music, he likes alternative and DJ booth music, and he dislikes island music. His favorite colors are black and blue, and he dislikes orange. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and high energy sims, and dislikes homebody sims. And for conversation topics, he likes discussing hobbies and jokes, and dislikes arguments. And he is part of the Oasis Spring Scouts, and that is all. So we will move on to Samantha next. And this is Samantha. She wants to be an artistic prodigy. She just loves being creative. She likes drawing and making crafts and just all of that stuff. She is a C student in grade school, and she is also part of the drama club at school. For her skills, she's level 1 in motor. For her trait, she is creative. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes photography and she dislikes pipe organ. For music, she likes kids radio and dislikes blues music. For conversation topics, she likes small talk and dislikes malicious interactions. And for sim characteristics, she likes idealistic sims and dislikes rascals. And her favorite colors her favorite color is yellow, and she dislikes brown. And she is part of the Young Picassos. We talked about those whenever we were in the Bachman family. And that is all. And that is all of the Tipton family. We will now move on to the next household. Next up is the Hamilton household. Clive and Cleo have been together ever since they were in high school. Clive is an athlete, and Cleo is still his cheerleader. Cleo works in this social media career and mostly works from home. They have a set of twins, teenagers Cedric and Simone. Cedric is a goofball who loves music. He wants to be a DJ or a comedian, or both. Simone wants to be a chef. She loves baking and one day wants to own her own bakery. And this is the Hamilton's household. And this is the first floor. You have the living room, the office, the laundry room, the dining room, and the kitchen. It's a little oddly shaped with the layout, but I like it pretty well. And this is the upstairs. These are the bedrooms. This is Simone's room. This is Cedric's room, and they share a Jack and Jill bathroom. And this is Clive and Cleo's room. And then there's an extra bathroom. Okay, and this is Clive. He is the dad of the family, and he wants to be fabulously wealthy. He wants to make sure that his kids can achieve their dreams and that money is not the issue. He works as an all-star, which is level 8, the professional athlete branch of the athlete career. For his skills, he is level 10 in fitness, level 6 in charisma and parenting. For his traits, he loves the outdoors, he's family-oriented, active, and he has the business savvy aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes world music and hip-hop, and he dislikes retro. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and fitness and dislikes gardening. For conversation topics, he likes jokes and affection, and he dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, he likes family-motivated sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite colors are yellow and gray, and he dislikes purple. And he is part of no clubs. So here is his wife, Cleo. Her aspiration is she wants to have a big happy family. She wants at least 3 kids. For her job, she works as a media intern in the social media career. Her skills, she's level 1 in fitness, level 5 in charisma and cooking, and level 6 in parenting. And her traits are vegetarian, family-oriented, good, and domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music she likes pop and new age, and she dislikes baroque music. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and gardening, and she dislikes baking. Her favorite colors are orange and blue, and she dislikes purple. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and spirited sims, and she dislikes pessimistic sims. And she is not part of any clubs, so we will move on to Cedric. And this is Cedric, and for his aspiration, he wants to be the friend of the world. He is a C student in high school, probably because he's a class clown, maybe? Who knows? For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma and level 2 in DJ mixing. For his traits, he is a goofball, a music lover, and gregarious. And for likes and dislikes, for music, he likes DJ booth music and jazz music, and he dislikes Americana. For hobbies and skills, he likes DJ mixing and guitar. Probably should have put comedy there. I don't know why I didn't. And he dislikes baking. For conversation topics, he likes jokes and pranks and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, he likes funny sims and spirited sims, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite colors are yellow and blue, and he dislikes gray. And he is part of the Young Virtuosos and also the Goofball Juniors. Now we will move on to his twin sister, Simone. And this is Simone, and she wants to be a master chef. She is a C student in high school. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma and level 2 in baking. For her traits, she is outgoing, foodie, and has the essence of flavor aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, she likes world music and pop music, and she dislikes DJ booth music. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and cooking and dislikes gardening. Her favorite colors are pink and purple, even though she's wearing yellow, and dislikes blue. For sim characteristics, she likes hardworking sims and spirited sims, and she dislikes ambitionless sims. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing hobbies and silly behavior, and she dislikes deception. And she is part of no clubs. That is the Hamilton household. We will move on to the next household. Next up is the Pennington household. June is the epitome of a 1950s housewife. She cooks, cleans, and takes care of the children. All decorating decisions are hers to make, and all decisions regarding the children are hers as well. Where does Max fit in? Well, Max works in the business career. On the weekends, he sometimes takes Andy fishing or to the park. Other than that, he's usually parked in front of the TV until June has dinner ready. How long can this arrangement last before June loses her mind? And this is the Pennington House. And this is what the Pennington House looks like. You have the living room, the office, hallway. You know, you can tell which rooms are which. Don't need to point them all out. And this is June's and Max's room, and this is their daughter, I forgot her name, Ruby's room, and this is Andy's room. And this is June cleaning the grill. And for her aspiration, she wants to be a super parent. A lot of these households are a little bit more family oriented, I guess. Much like the last episode of Willow Creek, these are my more, well, I mean, they could get pretty dramatic. I mean, especially the Penningtons. Max and June might not make it. You never know. But anyway, for her job, she doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. For her traits, she has a lot of traits. She's level 1 in charisma, level 5 in handiness, logic, piano, and writing. And she is level 10 in parenting, cooking, and gourmet cooking. For her traits, she is neat, family-oriented, and a bookworm, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, she likes retro music and Americana music, and she dislikes electronica. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and cooking and dislikes gardening. For conversation topics, she likes compliments and affection, and she dislikes potty humor. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and homebody sims, and she dislikes pessimistic sims. And her favorite colors are red and pink, and she dislikes brown. And she is not part of any clubs, so we will move to Max. And this is Max. He wants to be fabulously wealthy. He works as the CEO in the business career, level 9 of the management branch. For his skills, he is level 5 in handiness and parenting, and level 10 in charisma and logic. For his traits, he is hot-headed, lazy, and jealous, and he has the business savvy aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes retro and Americana, and he dislikes new disco. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and handiness and dislikes cooking. His favorite colors are blue and brown, and he dislikes yellow. For sim characteristics, he likes emotional decision makers and family motivated sims, and he dislikes high energy sims. And for conversation topics, he likes small talk and physical intimacy, and he dislikes complaints. And he is not part of any clubs as well, I think. And this is their son, Andy. And he has the rambunctious scamp aspiration. And he is a C student in grade school, and he is a llama scout. For his skills, he is level 1 in motor and social and charisma. For his trait, he is active. For likes and dislikes, he likes kids radio and dislikes classical music. For hobbies and skills, he likes fitness and fishing and dislikes pipe organ. For conversation topics, he likes affection and dislikes complaints. For sim characteristics, he likes high energy sims and dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite color is red, and he dislikes pink. And he is part of the Oasis Spring Scouts, and that is all. And this is Ruby. And for her skills, she doesn't have any skills. Her trait is angelic. And that is all for the Pennington household. Finally, this is the final household for this video, or for this episode. And this is the Masterson household. Kimberly runs her household like she runs her career. Strict. Her husband, Ben, is a stay-at-home dad, and Kimberly likes it that way. Sarah is the oldest of the 4 children. She enjoys spending time with friends and shopping. Sam isn't as social as his twin sister. He spends his time in his room with his guitar. Nick is a rambunctious scamp who loves playing outside. I really need to update these aspirations. Then there's little Lucy. She's a silly little girl who is into everything. And this is the Masterson family's house. And we'll give you a little bit of an overview of the house. This is the living room. And here's an office, laundry room, dining, and kitchen. Mud room. Upstairs you have the bedrooms. This is Kimberly. Like I said, she runs a tight ship. She's pretty much the head of the household. She is pretty much the polar opposite of June Pennington. So anyway, for her aspiration, she wants to be fabulously wealthy. She just wants to make tons of money. And for her job, she is vice president in the business career, level 7 management. For skills, she is level 7 in charisma and logic, and level 3 in parenting, because she doesn't really spend a whole lot of time at home with kids. She's usually working, and then when she gets home from work, she's in her office doing more work. And for her traits, she is self-assured, ambitious, and a perfectionist, and she has the business savvy aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes classical and easy listening music, and she dislikes hip-hop. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and research and debate, and she dislikes cooking. Her favorite colors are red, yellow, and gray, and she doesn't have any disliked colors. For sim characteristics, she likes hardworking sims and high-energy sims, and she dislikes ambitionless sims. For conversation topics, she likes small talk and deep thoughts, and she dislikes complaints. And she is part of the Future World Leaders Mentors. We went over those in the last episode. Next up is Ben. This is Ben. He wants to be a super parent. He just wants to be, he takes his role as a dad and a stay-at-home dad very seriously. So he just wants to be the best parent he can possibly be. He takes it, that is his job. And he doesn't work. He's a stay-at-home dad, like I said. For his skills, he's level 1 in charisma. He's level 5 in cooking and logic, and level 6 in parenting. And for his traits, he is outgoing, family-oriented, cheerful, and domestic. And for likes and dislikes, for music, he likes singer-songwriter music and Americana, and he dislikes hip-hop. For hobbies and skills, he likes handiness and cooking and dislikes singing. For conversation topics, he likes silly behavior and affection and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, he likes optimistic sims and family-motivated sims, and he dislikes egotistical sims. And his favorite colors are black and blue, and he dislikes pink. and he is not part of any clubs. And this is Sarah. She wants to be the friend of the world. She's just a very social person. She is a C student in high school. She has no skills. For her traits, she is outgoing, neat, and gregarious is her aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes acting and singing, and she dislikes DJ mixing. For music, she likes pop music and S-pop, and dislikes tween pop music. Her favorite colors are pink and green, and she dislikes yellow. For sim characteristics, she likes funny sims and spirited sims, and she dislikes idealistic sims. And for conversation topics, she likes gossip and jokes and dislikes malicious interactions. And she is part of the Future World Leaders Club, and that is all. I think that's probably from her mother's influence, maybe. This is Sam. He wants to be a musical genius. He just wants to he wants a career in music and entertaining. He is a C student in high school. Maybe it's because he doesn't care about anything but music. He has no skills. For his traits, he is a loner and a music lover, and he has the muser aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes guitar and singing, and he dislikes violin. For music, he likes alternative and metal music, and he dislikes electronica. His favorite colors are gray and green, and he dislikes red, which is weird because he's wearing a red shirt. Again, I'm going to have to change some things, I believe, because I haven't updated them other than giving them dislikes and likes and dislikes and those kinds of things. So I need to update them so that their wardrobes and their rooms match their colors, likes and dislikes, and that kind of thing. But anyway, for sim characteristics, he likes idealistic sims and homebody sims and dislikes high energy sims. For conversation topics, he likes small talk and discussing interest and dislikes gossip. And he is part of the Young Virtuoso Club, and that is all. We will move on to Nick. This is Nick. He's the youngest son of the family, and he has the rambunctious scamp aspiration. He's a C student in grade school, and he also is a llama scout. He has level 1 in motor skill. For his trait, he is active. And for likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes mischief and fitness and dislikes pipe organ. For music, he likes tween pop and hip hop and dislikes classical. For conversation topics, he likes pranks and dislikes deep thoughts. For sim characteristics, he likes high energy sims and dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite colors are red and black, and he dislikes pink. And he is part of the Oasis Spring Scouts, and that is all. Next up is Lucy, and she has no skills. I think the reason why she she and Ruby Pennington don't have any skills is I originally made these families, and then toddlers were added, so I added a few toddlers into the game. So they don't have any skills because I've never played this household other than setting it up. But anyway, Lucy, her trait is silly, and that is all. But that is the Masterson family. And that concludes the Parched Prospect neighborhood in Oasis Springs. Next week, we will move over to the Bedrock Strait. This one will probably be 4 episodes because there are tons of people. There's like 6 to 8 people in both of these houses. So I'll probably do this neighborhood by itself, the Acquisition Butte by itself, and then do Skyward Palms by itself. So there'll be probably 4 episodes for this one because there's just a lot of Sims in Oasis Springs. But anyway, I guess that is all from me for now. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!